Worldwide Collaboration. This is Day-to-Day Podcast with Hosh and King David.
And Worldwide is...
Yo, what up? This is Big Cappuccino, the Great Wu-Tang Clan, Killer Bees on the Swarm.
Yo, what's up, man? It's your boy Bizarre from D12.
Yo, what's good, y'all? This is Doug E. Fresh.
Hey, Redman is in the building. You already know.
Hey guys, this is Emily Peachy.
Shout out, man, to Worldwide Collaborations, man.
I want to shout out Worldwide Collaborations, LLC.
Shout out to the Worldwide Collaborations, LLC.
World movement, beyond thousands of movements.
The world movement, beyond thousands of movements.
All about representing each other together. So check this out.
What's up? You want to be a part of this? You want to be a part of the Worldwide Collaboration?
You guys should all be a part of Worldwide Collaboration.
Worldwide Collaborations, LLC. Check us out, man, and check what's going on, man. Word up. I have recently been choosing to be a spokesman and an ambassador, so you will see a lot more of me. Join the movement, man. It's beyond thousands of movements right now and talents put together, all about representing each other together.
I want to join, so I might see you there. All right, much success.
The free throws and striping, we own it. Push your opponent. 5 fouls on the 4 for the bonus. The shooting, the free throws and striping, you own it. We own it. Trilly pile up the green, even on the weekend. And I see so much green that I turn to vegan. When I get it from Cali, no misdemeanor. When I flip in the patties to flip Christina. I'm dreaming. Dope. I see it. Scope. Blue hundreds. Loke. Demon. Go. Trilly pile up the green, even on the weekend. I done seen so much green that I turn to vegan. When I get it from Cali, no misdemeanor. When I'm flipping the patties to flip Christina. I'm dreaming. Dope. I see it. Scope, Blue Hundreds, Low, the real DJ Star.
Yo, what up? This is Big Cappuccino, the Great Wu-Tang Clan, Killer Bees on the Swarm.
Hello, Worldwide Collaboration.
What is Worldwide Collaboration?
It will blow your mind. It is the world movement beyond movements. And talents join them on wwcfam.com.
How do I join them?
Go to wwcfam.com and upload music, videos, create chats, add websites, online radios, and so much more.
Let's take over the world together. I am down. I hear it's not only a website, but a movement anyone can be a part of.
Yes, go join them now and later rule the world together. Worldwide Collaboration.
This is a Worldwide Collaboration song.
Yeah. Look. Brainstorming, creating, thinking the new ideas, inventing inventions, representing everything, having members collaborate. Worldwide collaboration.
Hello, Worldwide Collaboration.
What is Worldwide Collaboration?
Me and my niggas, we just sticking to the code. We just gon' get this dough while we sliding down that road. Yeah, that's something that I know.
I ain't falling for nothing, I'm standing on business. Getting the money up out of the trenches, pimping is pimping. And my hustle been authentic, from state to state. We travel up 75, you know we gon' get it. No trust in these hoes, they dial my number, I just hang up on them bitches. I be praying for niggas, cause bitches be out here robbing for figures. They be setting you up on the low, hit that killer pussy pillow, talking your business. To you, how I live it, moving on a different theme. That's why they talking, practicing, trying to pull my strings.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. It's cold outside, that's why my heater closed. It's only all these bitches, why I can't trust these hoes. Me and my niggas, we just sticking to the code. We just gon' get this dough while we sliding down that road. Yeah, I know the code, yeah, I know I get it. We on the road, it's only time I'm tripping. I see the money, I know I'ma get it. It's cold out here, but it's a polar difference. I know I'm a ball, but I know I'ma get it. I'm a ball long head like Pippin. I'ma get this money, I know you tripping. I can't really trust these bitches, that's why I focus on a good man. That's why I'm focused on a good ending. That's why I'm focused on a good difference. Everything I made was a good difference. And we hustle like this is our business. And we gon' do it so loyal, yeah. Tell me something I don't know, cause I know too much to spoil it. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. these hoes. Me and my niggas, we just sticking to the code. We just gon' get this dough while we sliding down that road. Yeah, that's something that I know.
They kill Biggie and Pop, Nip and Pop. This shit gotta stop. I keep a Glock cause every hood in my city hot. This what we go through to get to the top. I'm a different breed. MOB, I'm something that you seldom see. Everybody can't get next to me. Shorty, I see you from a mile away. I know you here to play, but you just in the way. I gotta reach my quota. I got the world on my shoulder. I got people that's depending on me. I got no mouths to feed. After pain come that victory.
Yeah, I know. 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 It's cold outside, spy my heater close. It's lonely on these bitches, why I can't trust these hoes. Me and my niggas, we just sticking to the code. We just gon' get this dough while we sliding down that road. Yeah, that's something that I know. It's cold outside, spy my heater close.
What's up with my peoples, man? It's gonna be a good one, man. I want to figure out if I'm figuring out what I'm figuring out about these kids. You know what I know. But I thought it was gonna play again.
Oh, it should have. It always just keeps spinning. I'll play it again.
Yeah. You got some new music, man. You know what I'm talking about? Major league artists. Hope you know what I know.
It should have just kept playing.
Yeah. If you know what I know, or we know what we know, then I guess we both know what you know. It ain't about who you know, but what you know.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. It's cold outside, spy my heater close. It's lonely on these bitches, why I can't trust these hoes. Me and my niggas, we just sticking to the code. We just gon' get this dough while we sliding down that road. Yeah, that's something that I know.
I ain't falling for nothing, I'm standing on business. Getting the money up out of the trenches, pimping is pimping. And my hustle been authentic. From state to state, we traveled up 75, you know we gon' get it. No trust in these hoes, they dial my number, I just hang up on them bitches. I be praying for niggas, cause bitches be out here robbing for figures. They be setting you up on the low, hit that killer pussy pillow, talking your business. Security, how I live it, moving on a different theme. That's why they talking, practicing, trying to pull my strings.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. It's cold outside, spy my heater close. It's lonely on these bitches, why I can't trust these hoes. Me and my niggas, we just sticking to the code. We just gon' get this dough while we sliding down that road. Yeah, I know the code. Yeah, I know I get it. We on the road. It's only time I'm tripping. I see the money. I know I'ma get it. It's cold out here, but it's a polar difference. I know I'm a ball, but I know I'ma get it. I'm a ball long, yeah, like Pippin. I'ma get this money. I know you tripping. I can't really trust these bitches. That's why I focus on a good man. That's why I'm focused on a good ending. That's why I'm focused on a good difference. Everything I made was a good difference. And we hustle like this is our business. And we gon' do it so loyal, yeah. Tell me something I don't know, cause I know too much to spoil it. Yeah, I know. It's lonely on these bitches, why I can't trust these hoes. Me and my niggas, we just sticking to the code. We just gon' get this dough while we sliding down that road.
But yeah, dedicate this one to the women. You know what I mean? Get into it. There, engage. Like,
goddamn, she fine. Goddamn, she fine. Love, one of a kind. Goddamn, she fine. Goddamn, she fine. Goddamn, she fine. This is hard to find. Goddamn, she fine. Goddamn, she fine. She like my life. I like her eyes. Goddamn,
2 times high, fresh hit dime. Getting this money, she stay in line. Yeah, she gon' grind all the time, okay. Get this money, okay. Ain't no play, gon' play with my bae. She just wanna go hard for that K. So she gon' hit and gon' make it way go ahead, get money. Go ahead, get the money. Go ahead, treat yourself to something. Go ahead, treat yourself to something. Girl, you fine like a ticket to something. Girl, they quiet like crickets or something. They ain't posted, they mention for nothing, they hard for something. Your beauty is stunning. Waist don't slam, your ass on junkie. A hater gon' hate,
I ain't got to do it.
10s, 20s, 50s, and 100s. You gon' get that money and gon' get a junkie.
I know, but
you
I'm
on track the way that you run it. Credit score over 800. And when you out, you get 100 comments. That's something they gotta acknowledge.
Goddamn, she fine. Goddamn, she fine. Sex. Goddamn, she fine. Love. One of a kind. Goddamn, she fine. Goddamn, she fine. Goddamn, she fine. This is hard to find. Goddamn, she fine. Goddamn, she fine. She like my life. I like her eyes. Goddamn, she fine. Goddamn, she fine. She one of a.
You want me to do the other one? Well, I'm gonna have to upload that other one.
Hey, now we're gonna give you a snippet, but y'all can hear the full version on Wednesday. Goddamn, she fine on Women's Wednesdays. But welcome to Day Podcast, Men's Motivational Monday, where you got me, King David.
Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Yeah, we would like to, have a disclaimer here that all opinions on the platform is exclusive to the platform. It has nothing to do with Day Podcast and the integrity of the brand.
What you said.
So with that being said, we're gonna say what we say and don't take it no other type of way. Shout out to Worldwide. Shout out to Star Qualities. Shout out to Kim. Shout out to Business Day Podcast. Let's talk about it. Shout out to Men's Motivational Monday. Shout out to Women's Wednesday. Shout out to Day Radio on Sundays from 3 to 4. You can catch all our shows around 8:30 or 9.
And let's talk about it Friday.
I said it.
Did you? I
hear you say it.
Hey, when you rewind it back.
Yeah.
He cold. He cold. I ain't say it in the order he wanted me to. I said Day Podcast. Let's talk about it. Fridays. That's what I said.
Okay.
So when you go back, you will hear what I said when I said it. But it's always good to keep us hyped, keep going. You know what I'm talking about?
We could never say it enough.
Nah, we can't. I can't get enough of it because it's day. You know what I mean? What I'm gonna call myself tomorrow. Knock it off. But man, I was up late last night.
Man, you and I both.
I was up late sitting on the edge of the bed because the Bengals met their first. I felt like it. Oh shit, here we go again. Everybody watched it. I know y'all watched it on prime time at nighttime. It was the latest football game on, but we started looking bad in the first quarter. The first half.
Two losses in the weekend.
The first
Mike
half.
Tyson and the Bengals.
We're gonna get on Tyson something different. We're gonna get on that one. We're gonna get on that
crazy.
One with his money hungry ass. He didn't have to throw the fight. But the Bengals made me feel good toward the second half of the football game when they actually start playing. It's just that I can't wrap my hands, I can't wrap my foot around it. This guy missing them field goals. That would have put us in a different part of the game.
They call him McMissin now.
McMissin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Evan McMissin.
Yeah, he ain't Money Mac no more. That money been jacked, goddammit. McPherson, man, goddamn it, he was scared. I don't know what it was. Did they pay him to do that? It's always something they blame.
Sports betting.
They always blaming it on somebody else, man.
Sports betting.
Sports betting is probably the ultimate key right there. That's probably what's happening.
Everything is about a hustle.
I heard it. I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
You think Joe Burrow and Chase really want to be with the Bengals still?
Ooh. Joe Burrow really don't want to anymore. And probably Chase don't either. Even T. Higgins probably don't. But can you admit that we needed T. Higgins though? And them games that we lost, the games that T. Higgins was out, those 5 games, do you understand that if he would have been in the lineup, our season would have been different had he not been hurt? That's the factor right there. If he had been in the lineup, those games that we lost, we wouldn't have lost.
You know, a part of me agree with you, and a part of me disagree because I feel like a team has to have depth, enough depth that can sustain them when injuries come.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? There's no way your team should go downhill. Your team should go downhill because a player is injured.
I mean, that player took up a lot of slack.
Yeah.
He cold. You can't deny his coldness. You know what I'm saying? We wrapped the one-hand touchdown, you know what I mean? Catches the turn around and flop his body in the end. Yeah, man. We need stuff like that. It's innovative. It's creative. He did a whole lot of extraordinary stuff on the football field.
But what's Bengals' problem is they don't even know their talent. It's people probably on that bench that's cold.
Well, they need to show that shit in practice.
What you think? Why you think Brown is starting now? Brown was on the bench.
Brown came in. They paid too much money for him. He came in from Kansas City. Talking about Orlando Brown Jr.?
No, I'm talking about
Chase Brown Jr.
Yeah.
Chase Brown. I mean, he was on the bench backing up your boy,
but he all this time he was this cold.
True.
You feel me?
Yeah.
They got wide receivers that's fire. They don't even start them. Like, what are we doing? Is we okay? We only playing one running back.
The other one, most injured.
But they got other running backs. How predictable is that? Okay, you're not gonna pass the whole game. So every time you run the ball, I know who you're giving it to. Like we're playing slow ball.
Maybe some of them niggas got butterfingers, and that's why.
I mean, we'll never know because we don't never see them in action.
You see them in action when you go down there to the training camps.
Yeah, but I'm talking about in the real game, where it counts. You feel me?
Well,
you gonna run one running back every game? Who does that?
The Bungles. Yeah, I told y'all the Bungles. Man.
Was this their last game?
No.
Nah.
But are they going to make it to the playoffs?
If they win every last game that's coming up next.
Okay.
They beat the Steelers twice.
And they might get a wild card. That's what might happen. But since that's what might happen, so let's get on this Mike Tyson on what happened there. Somebody or anybody? I know somebody know.
Make me a drink.
Somebody know.
Ain't no cups.
Yeah. What happened with Mike Tyson? What happened with Mike Tyson?
That was ridiculous.
Man.
That was ridiculous.
Hyped everybody up, talking about what was all that tough talk he was talking about? He gonna be the devil itself or some shit like that.
That's what I heard.
Man, knock it off. You know what I mean?
They said 60 million viewers.
Mm-hmm.
They broke the internet 2 times.
I believe it. It was on fucking Netflix. Netflix finna start doing fights more often now. They finna take over.
That was a money grab. A money grab.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
It was. And Tyson only did it for the money. We know this ain't Tyson's first time throwing a fight. Am I lying? He threw a fight before, back in the day. And we all know what fight that cost him the championship. We know it. You know?
What fight was that?
Man, what Riddick Bowe? He threw a fight. Tyson could have beat him.
Tyson did beat Riddick Bowe.
The one, Buster Douglas, my bad. James Buster Douglas. Him. He the one that beat Tyson for the belt.
Yeah.
He threw that fight.
Who did he fight? Mike Tyson?
When?
Jake Paul?
Jake Paul, yeah.
They say he like Jake Paul. Like, he cool with Jake Paul.
Yeah, Jake Paul told him beforehand, I'm gonna give you the fight could have been over in the first round. Believe it or not, when Tyson had caught him and you seen the way his body language was looking, he was ready to hit him. He kept biting the gloves because he had to show some type of restraint and hold himself back. That's what the biting the gloves was doing. You ain't really seen Tyson in all his fights biting no fucking gloves. He bite on people. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying. You ain't never really seen him biting his gloves.
He was biting them.
He bit them more than once. You know what I mean? To let you know that I'll listen. You know what I'm saying? Like, he frustrated because he know he got to lose.
I just think that was like scripted for him to make a mockery out of himself. You know what I'm saying?
But he's 60 though. Jake Paul 27, so he still looking good. He's still
looking good. Yeah, but I'm saying that was like make a mockery. Like, yeah. Come on, man. You gonna be in the ring biting your glove?
That's your man's. That's your man's. Tyson, man. Mike Tyson. I can't even call you Iron Mike no more.
Why not? He's still half his age. I think he did it. I think he did his thing.
I ain't calling him Iron Mike no more. I'm calling him throwing the fight Mike. Throw in the damn tail. Throw in the damn fight. That's what he did. Can't hold you.
Well, he got that bag.
Yeah, he got that bag. And I mean, see, at the end of the day, the motherfucker offered me $20 million to throw the fight.
I bet his family celebrated when he got home.
Oh, they told my Mike done sold out.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he
What's good with my peoples, man? What's happening?
He a Illuminati boy.
He sold out. All that tough talk he was talking, man. You know what I mean? Like, and you ain't gonna stand there and back it up. Yeah, I don't believe it.
It's called entertainment.
That's why I was on Netflix. For real. I ain't gonna hold you.
So do it make a difference of him being a old man versus a 27-year-old?
Nah,
the respect.
The respect.
What you mean? What you mean?
As far as Mike Tyson being Mike Tyson, like even though he threw the fight, he's still in his 60s, and Jake Paul is 27. I think he still did his thing. That's all. I can't say he ain't still Iron Mike Tyson.
I bet if they said winner take the purse, if they said winner take the purse, Mike would have knocked him out.
I believe so too. He would have said, "Fuck this idea of me doing the fight. I'm just gonna beat his ass." Like that's what he would have did. That would have been the old Tyson coming back, the light voice, you know. Man, it was a joke though, man. It was a money grab. I betted on sports on a fight and I lost.
I ain't like the fact that that one his brother, Jake Paul brother.
Oh, Logan.
Like, motherfucker, I kill you. That was disrespectful to him.
That definitely was. And that's how you know that it was all scripted. Mike ain't even, you know what I'm saying, really say nothing about that for real. He let that slide off his shoulder, like, you know what I mean? The old Mike, the rough hard, go hard, knock you out Mike. You remember what he did to your boy in the store? Had that eye talking.
Mitch Green.
Yeah.
Put a boiled egg on his face.
Yeah, where that Tyson at? Knock it off. This new Tyson, I don't know, man. He might be smoking too much of his product or something. I can't tell you. I don't know what's going on.
Publicity.
Yeah.
But I hate when it's publicity and they make our people look bad. Like, when is that going to stop?
I say it ain't the first fight that Tyson enthroned, so at the end of the day.
Like, why we got to be a guinea pig all the time? You feel me?
Because we accept it. Motherfuckers been shoot footing since the beginning of motherfucking TV. You know what I'm saying? Doing all types of shit. Yes, the boss, all whatever they for the bag. Motherfuckers started that shit. Fuck, as soon as TV came on, motherfuckers tapping and dancing for a motherfucker to get a bag. So, I mean, it's kind of just So motherfuckers like
it's been entertainment. It's been and it's been the celebrities though.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. So it's like celebrity boxing. That's like you said, it's Netflix. It's entertainment. It's just something to do. Get the ratings, get everybody looking. And now they you know, I heard on the radio that they talking about the Netflix is doing something to apologize for the bullshit and having Beyonce on or something for the Houston-Baltimore game or something and gonna stream it or some shit. Like, it was just on the radio earlier today when I was leaving the dentist.
Sorry for the bullshit and what?
Because of the bullshit from the internet, all the lag and
all the
stuff they call themselves giving something like, sorry, we did this, doing this, and they got something going on. I don't know the specifics, but something about when Houston and Baltimore play, she's supposed to be doing a mini concert or something on Netflix or something.
Because every 25 seconds it was freezing. They got a video of that showing what it was doing.
Everybody was going through it.
So they that Netflix trying to gain some face because they got the bread. They got the streaming bread. So you know what I mean? They just gonna give a little, you know, that's what they do. They embarrass us, they make us look crazy, and then throw us a bone and shut us the fuck up.
Right.
And we take that shit. You know what I'm saying? We always take that shit. A motherfucker, you know, what the white people do to the Indians, call it pacification. Yeah, we're gonna do whatever we want. We just pacify you to shut you up, and when it's all said and done, we'll do a law. We'll give you something.
What you give me, Sam? My chest burning. My shit over here is burning. Man, what kind of gin is this?
You know, make you say
my chest is burning, y'all.
You know, I accept our return to senders. You know, we'll rinse the cup out and top them on off and just keep it moving.
It tastes good, whatever you did.
What's some of the engagers? What's some of the comments? What are they saying?
We have read them.
I really can't see what's going on my phone. We over there, but what's up with my peoples, man? I'm glad y'all tuning in and listening, man. We're gonna get into this topic that we were currently want to talk about.
Well, one person said Mike could have, should have. Mike could have, should have. Her name is or his name, Hair Trigger. Mike could have, should have ended Jake so many times and just didn't like. What the F? Like, yeah. What the
That's why he was biting on his glove.
And then they said Mike done sold out.
He did. He did that though. This ain't nothing new to us. Y'all just didn't catch on the first time he did it. Go back and watch that fight and he lost the championship. You gonna see.
With who?
Buster Douglas.
So you think he threw that fight? Yeah. I think Don King threw that fight.
It don't matter. They still told Tyson to lose.
The way Buster put it on Tyson, no way.
He beat the shit out of Tyson. I should show the fight right now. He beat the shit out of
Tyson. Let him.
Nah, man.
He wasn't. They blamed it on the trainer because the trainer had bad or some shit like that.
No, they put that girl on him.
Who, Robin?
Robin. Well, I think it was. Remember, that was when he got charged with the rape thing. So that night before the fight, he was partying. He felt like he didn't.
He was partying getting charged.
Huh?
So he
was partying after getting charged.
He was taking that boozy. That's the night that you talking about when he raped the chick. He was in there taking that pussy and went in there and lost. I don't think so. Mike threw the fight.
Oh, that don't even make sense.
It was all in the same era, but Mike still threw the fight.
He had just switched to Don King. Don King had him out partying. A fighter can't party before the fight.
Or fuck. Because your leg's gonna be weak.
You know what I'm saying?
Hard Trigger said even Buster at least sold it.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean?
Buster, he
made it look good.
Yeah.
Oh,
he made
got
it
you.
look good with Jake Paul. Just
Buster's mom had just died. Buster had frustration in him, like
he ain't had nothing to lose. And Mike was on top of the world and took this shit for granted.
How much money was that fight paying? Because you think about it.
Not much back then. They wasn't making nothing but $1 million here, $1 million there back in the 80s, because I was down in the 80s, nigga.
But Tyson needed that money because Robin Gibbons was already taking him up top.
I can't speak on it. I don't know. All I know is that he took one.
I just know Buster hit him down that pipeline.
Man, we saw his weakness was a jab.
And after that,
it was a wrap. You saw Evander, motherfucker with a good slick jab, frustrate Mike, and then get him out of his square because he was so used to.
And that's where the biting came out.
Right.
That was the first time you knew Tyson was biting.
That slick ass
bite,
jab.
Remember that shit I posted earlier? Bite.
Didn't Mike fight Leonard Lewis too? Did he fight Leonard?
I don't know because Leonard started coming around after Evander took his shit, and after then Mike was just kind of trying to get back at it, and he did beat a couple no-name motherfuckers, but he never got back on top after Evander stole his heart.
Wasn't that after Pac died though? When he lost to Buster?
No, Pac died in 96.
96. Okay, you said that was in the 80s, huh?
Mike was beating motherfuckers up in the 80s.
Right, but he lost the title when?
Early 90s.
Right.
Early 90s.
Early 90s. Okay.
Early 90s.
Okay.
And I ain't got my family out to tell you the exact years, but
and Pop died in what? 96.
Y'all ready for the topic?
Yeah.
All right, man. Enough of this sports talk. We didn't finagle in that enough.
We were just building them up,
I love that. I love the talk because I be watching.
We was building them up because the topic is about whooping ass.
Is discipline or talking to your child more effective?
Whoop they ass.
Back in our day,
excuse my French,
we got them cheeks whooped. I ain't gonna hold you. You got slapped with the belt, stitching cord, switch off the tree, hand. You got slapped the belt buckle. You know what I mean? You got beat back in the day, and some of us still got them marks to prove it right now. But
I was talking to somebody on the phone today, and they were saying something about they still got the marks.
Yeah, I still got stitching cord marks on my leg. Like, it ain't never going away. And but it made me get in line, so I knew how to handle myself and knew how I was going to be able to change the image a little bit as far as beating on them. So getting beat so much for everything.
Right.
You pick when it's time to whoop that ass. You just don't whoop that ass because they acting out. You know what I mean? For something that you could talk to them about. So I believe communication is the key to talking to them, but you still got to whoop that ass.
Yeah, because it wasn't like we didn't get talked to. We just got that warning before the storm. You hear me?
Yeah, it's always warning before destruction. Here they come.
I got words during the ass whooping. Motherfucker be talking shit, tell me why they beat my ass to remind me of why it's happening.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, like it depends on the situation, and discipline don't always mean ass whooping. You can take a motherfucker's favorite as shit. Mm-hmm. It can be psychological, because we have to evolve from just thinking physicals when it comes to discipline and open up our toolbox. Because if you know your kids like something, use that as leverage. If you know your kids have a favorite something, use that as leverage. Like, you might not care about me whooping your ass because you're just going to be get mad and suck it up and then look at me crazy and it ain't shit. You ain't learned nothing. But if I take your favorite shit, if I don't let you do the things that you like to do and whatever the fuck zone you at your age group, I might get your attention. Because it's all about getting their attention. Mm-hmm. It's all about getting them, because I know my ass whoopings, my daddy told me, he was like, if I can't tell you nothing, these white motherfuckers will tell you something. So I'm going to whoop your ass in certain situations, because at the end of the day, you're going to end up in jail or dead fuck around these white motherfuckers if you don't know how to follow a certain type of lane, to stay out the way a little bit. If you do something to get in my way, you in the way. So I learned how to be slicker. I learned how to stay out of his way, and it taught me how to maneuver in the streets.
But sometimes you can learn how to be so slick that you fall your goddamn self because you been slicked in your own shit, and your parents been there trying to teach you and show you the way to go, but you not really taking it on because you got so much other peer pressure going around, and and doing all that talking to them. I just talk to them and do this, and we have these conversations. Yeah, okay, what happened when they start beating your ass? What happened?
They doing that now.
What happened when they start beating your ass? You know what I mean? When them ass whooping stopped, I ain't gonna hold you. We started getting school shootings. That ain't happened when we was growing up.
No.
When I was
Didn't
growing
happen.
up, they was still swatting the motherfucker in
Yeah,
school.
they took the swats away. Bring that back. Not, you know what I mean? Like, bring the swats back.
It's just about
But they
that.
can't because the kids gonna do something to them. It's too late for that now.
And plus, these motherfuckers was doing that shit, abusing motherfucker at school.
So, Princess Flower says she popped some child 3 times and went to jail. So, and then I asked, okay, so my first question was, what's the difference between beating and whooping? Because people take that too far. And should you whoop and discipline while mad?
No.
And whooping and beating is, I think it's all about having what's your intentions?
Yeah.
Are you trying to teach a motherfucker something? Or are you letting off a frustration because you feel violated, you feel disrespected, and you making it personal? Or is it you trying to teach a life lesson? Like, okay, if you was in this situation and you was grown, this equals jail. If you was doing this and you were grown, this equals death. Because another motherfucker might whack you. So I might discipline you like there's a cause and effect to shit you do out here. You just can't get shit off just because you think you can. Because we can do a lot, but there's repercussions to certain shit. And that's what we have to instill in them. Like, you know, if you drink my apple juice and you know you ain't supposed to, I ain't got to beat your ass. You know what I mean? But if you do some disrespectful shit, like you touching your little cousin, I catch you, motherfucker, catch you in the bathroom at school doing some shit you ain't got no goddamn business. You know, because there's levels to this shit. You know what I mean? But like you said, it's a balance. You can't do all or nothing. You just can't talk to a motherfucker. You just can't smack a motherfucker up. You know what I mean? Right. Like and people, and as adults, we have to have a lot of self-control when it comes to dealing with our kids when they don't do the shit that we tell them we want them to do. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, it's all about effectiveness. It ain't about showing our strength or showing our whatever. It's about, look, I'm teaching you something, motherfucker. Like, this is my job right now. You get older, you appreciate that shit. Until then, fuck it. Just be mad at me. You'll be all right. One day you might appreciate this ass whooping I just gave, or this shit. I took everything you love and had you sitting in this motherfucker for weeks with your lip poked out because you couldn't talk to nobody. You had no cell phones. You had no cable.
Yeah, somebody just said that in the comments.
And take everything that you love,
Chris,
and then talk shit to you and try to get you to understand, like, look, it had you stay within these boundaries that we created, life would be different. Same with once you get grown. You learn how to stay within certain guidelines. I ain't saying follow massa and just follow the rules, because we got to learn how to maneuver and push the envelope. But at the same time, when it comes to your parents, you got to be able to trust your parents. Like, when they tell you some shit, it ain't because they trying to oppress you. And that's something we have to teach our kids a little younger. I think some people wait too late to start trying to teach their kids shit. They let them get away with too much shit when they 3, 4, 5 years old, when they still cute, and they think that shit cute. Like, nah, motherfuckers, like, nah, when they 2 or 3, thump them. You ain't got to beat them. You can just thump the motherfucker in the middle of the forehead, and that just shocking on, like I got your attention, like, I said no. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to hurt you, but I want your attention, motherfucker. You hear me?
But some people, like she's saying, as long as you don't lose control, and let the anger take over. That's what Princess Flower said. Right. And then Chris said discipline by taking things, like what Sam said, by taking things from them, like TV, phones, CPS. He said it's going to be called on people that whip their children, etc. Yeah. Even if you pop them or whatever, if somebody know it and tell, then they're going to take you to jail, basically. The best thing to do is to take their things away, TV, etc. Yeah, but nowadays when you do that, these kids are killing their parents too. When you take those things away because they are not used to being disciplined. That goes back to disciplining. Because now you take their TV away or take their phone away, they fighting teachers, they beating them parents up, they shooting the parents, they shooting their sisters, they shooting their cousins.
But those are kids who didn't get thumped in the forehead too.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because it's cause and effect. It's like you don't have to be the like when I start, like I hate to say this, but I had a lot of dogs and not a lot of children. And I realized that my pit bulls, when I had 3 of them at one time, like when they real cute and everybody like, oh, I'm thumping that motherfucker. I'm busting ass when they real little to teach them, so when they get older, they know how to stay within a certain parameter. If you wait till your child is 8 years old before you start trying to reel them and really enforce some type of structure, it's too late. And that's when you have those problems. But I ain't never seen a motherfucker who was actively in their child's life and was kind of talking to them and disciplining them most of their life when they were super young, grow up and be, school shooters.
But them kids turn into being the ones that like to talk back to you when they get a certain age. And now they feel like you've been talking to them all this time and really not disciplining them as much as you should. It's because you just talking to them. Now they can talk to you any old kind of way. You know what I mean?
No, you set your boundaries.
They still gonna talk to you any old kind of way.
I guess, and
that's what the kids do because they watch it on the internet. They now I got an opinion. I got to say this, like blah blah blah, and they can't shut up enough to hear your message because they want to talk over you. Now you find yourself arguing with your child. Like how many times have that happened? Mass. It goes on right now.
Yeah, but I'll still go back to saying you didn't start at the right time. I ain't never seen a motherfucker. I can't speak on what internet shit or just random people, but I ain't personally seen nobody who has some discipline and structure in their life when they were super young be like that. Now, when they get out the streets, when they get away from these motherfuckers, like what they say when Debo was around, I might not say nothing, but as soon as he gone, I talk again. As soon as the parent, I hate that motherfucking talk shit about their parents, but they would never dare say that shit to their mom and daddy. They might get out and do rebellious shit when they outside the house, but inside the house, they usually shut the fuck up. Because I done took everything from a kid and they looked at me like, so
they still be cussing.
Not cussing nothing. It's like I don't care about a TV, I don't care about a phone, I don't care about none of that. They're like, okay, well, guess what? You're gonna sit here and not care then. And I'm gonna sit here and wait you out. I'm not gonna sit here and let you think because you said you don't care that I'm gonna stop and like, all right, well, you can have it back because it ain't working. Nah. I'm gonna stick to my script and you're gonna just not have this shit until I feel like it, and then we're gonna have a conversation about what just occurred, and I'm gonna slow you, give you back some privileges as you modify to try to understand, because this is a balance. Like as a parent, it's almost like you got to come to agreements with your children. Like, look, this is what's going on. I'm your parent. My job is to do this. And most parents don't explain this shit to their kids. They just expect the kid to have a grown mentality. You say do this to clean your room. They might not know what clean their room is because they look around the house and this shit out of order. And they mad. They don't see mama cleaning like this.
Or they just lazy.
Right. So with that being said, it's like if you don't show them, because I had to show. I had like go in here. All right, we're gonna vacuum this out. When I'm coming here and check. All right, you need to do this. We'll come back in here and check and give a motherfucker idea. This is my expectations. If you want to stay out my way, if you want us to have a good relationship, this is the little shit that you need to do to stay the fuck out of my way, because I don't enjoy disciplining you. I don't enjoy getting like this. I would like to play and have fun and do little shit. Let's be goofy. But motherfucker, my job is to raise you. My job ain't to have fun with you. My job ain't for you to like me, because I've had kids that ain't been my kids that I've been around, that I had to be, that I didn't have to be. I chose to be an influence because I was around them. And another motherfucker wasn't doing that shit. So I had to explain to him, like, look, I'm not here to be your daddy. I'm not here to be nobody but a motherfucker telling you rules and regulations. You a kid, you might be an old kid, but you a young adult. So that means you don't know what the fuck you're doing. You want to be out here growing, you want to have your own shit, you want to be out here making moves and shit. There's rules to this shit. You don't understand it. I'm gonna try to give you a little guideline, and the rest is on you to figure out, my G. But at the end of the day, it's on you. Hey, your life is your life.
Princess Flyer, she said the law says you cannot hit your own child. I agree, but I don't agree, because the Bible says if you spare the rod, you spoil your child.
I mean, but at the end of the day, most motherfuckers I know don't get too fucks about the law. When they shit hit the fan, do you speed? Do you stop at every stop sign? Do you you know what I'm saying?
Laws are made to be broken.
Right. Do you take more napkins when you at the restaurant, motherfucker? Do you go?
I don't think beating is the right word.
Asses are made to get whooped.
I don't think beating is the right word, because people beat their children to death and beat their kids. That's why it's laws.
That's abuse.
That's part of abuse. The beating part. But we saying give you a whooping, like, so we slap your ass with the belt. That's a beating.
Yeah, you going to jail?
Yeah. Because
can y'all read some more of the comments?
My nephew got in trouble for that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because his son did some goofy shit at school.
It's all about how you raise them. I know that's right, Chris.
And then he whooped his child because his son did some real violating shit, like touching a motherfucker or doing some other shit at school, and he got caught. So He beat his son ass when he came home for that shit.
Don't worry about that. Yeah,
he whooped his ass. Next thing you know, he got a lightweight case. And he told him, he was like, shit, like that's like he go to jail for rape for that type shit. That's sexual assault for that type shit. I'm trying to show him that you can't do that shit. So if you're gonna lock me up or whatever, get me in trouble for trying to show my son them that's breaking the law as an adult, then I'll take that shit. Cause I can't be scared of the system when it comes to raising my goddamn kids.
She say my nephew will cuss you out and spit on you. So what did that deserve? Did that deserve a whooping or are you talking to?
I mean, but
what you gonna do?
That means
you spit on me and you cussing me out and I'm grown.
No, I'm a backhand you and tell. I'm gonna look at your mama and your mom or daddy, whoever that, because his nephew, that's a brother or sister's kids. I'm looking at my brother or sister crazy. How did you let this shit happen? How did you allow to make this motherfucker think he had the right to spit and cuss at an adult? Because I was taught like you don't talk to people like this when you're young. That's what I say. If you wait till a kid older, you wasting your fucking time. You're bad. You ain't know the game of parenting. Parenting don't start when they start getting 7, 8 years old. Parenting start when they 3, 2, 1. When they super little.
They start when they come out the womb.
I'm talking about as far as understanding cause and effect.
Yeah.
When they can grab some electrical plug, or they can stick something in the plug because they see something getting plugged there. That's when you start talking to a motherfucker and making them understand, like, oh, nah. Hot? Yeah, okay, come here. Don't put your hand on it then, maybe. You want to keep over there fucking around? I'm gonna let you put the hand on the side of the oven. It ain't gonna burn you, but you gonna know that motherfucker was warm.
So, Mike, what you think? Would you?
I just think that, like, I believe first you have to understand the child's personality.
Mm-hmm.
You have to. It starts with teaching. You know what I mean? You got to take that time and spend quality time with that child.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then you have to learn the personality, because I used to think kids were kids. It was just that simple. So it was like kids do this and kids better not do that. And if they better not did that, that's when they got the whooping. But it's also good to have that woman in the house also, because she adds that balance and that sensitivity. And one thing about a woman, she knows her children. So she's like an interpreter.
Sometimes she can be too soft on the children.
Yeah, but sometimes
a lot of times they'll be too soft on the children.
A lot of times they do, but and then sometimes they can implement understanding in you, so that you would know. A man going, nigga, I told you. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But mom be like, hold on, baby. No. That wasn't that. You know what I'm saying? Lil J had a bad day. And he didn't tell you, but he told me. You know what I mean? So you have to know the personality. But,
somebody did say that on here.
Yeah, but teaching and love, getting the understanding of their personality, and then making sure that they get the understanding of what you're teaching.
Right.
Once you recognize that they understand, then that's when they're on the track of discipline. You know, a certain level of discipline. I like to first recognize that they understand. Mm-hmm. But I use psychology on kids, you know what I mean, before I would just haul off the whoop. You know, I used to do little things like I used to make my son, when they all messed up and they didn't clean up that room, I used to use military tactics. Okay, the one who ain't cleaning up, you stand over there. And I used to make the one who did clean up, you go ahead and make up his bed. Cause that's making him get on his ass when I ain't around. It shouldn't get to me, you know what I mean? Mm. So he like, man, what I got to? Now he's looking at his brother like, man, clean up your room. That's what I want you to do. You feel me? Y'all have to learn how to be accountable for each other.
Yeah, but you making one punch, but you making one suffer, and because the other one fucked up. He gets it though. He made up his bed, but you making him make up his brother's bed. That's cool. But at the same time, you fucking him up too, though.
Yeah, but it's all for one and one for all.
Not when they,
and you got to teach them that because they're going to be outside together. And you don't want one to think that he got his shit so much together that he leave this one behind. You know what I'm saying? So I understand this. I understand what you're saying, but it's a psychology in that. You understand what I'm saying?
One of them might not be getting it. It's even deeper than that. He might just not get the latch. He just might be that lazy type that don't want to never make up his bed.
And that's sometimes that's what it is. But you got to also keep in mind too. Sometimes they don't hear your voice, but they hear their brothers. You know, it was days that you and your brother, your mama would da 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 da, but you and your brother and your sister had that little huddle going on because y'all spoke the same language. You feel me?
Nah, it wasn't like that with me because I was a guinea pig. I was the oldest, so they watched me go through it and knew what not to do.
But I'm saying that y'all speak the same language. You, your brother, and your sister.
Yeah, because I taught it to him.
Yeah.
But that makes the oldest kid almost be like the sub parent.
Yeah.
And then they don't feel like when they get older, they feel like their childhood been robbed from them because they did what they were supposed to do. Now they raising somebody else's kids that happen to be their brothers and or sisters. And they like, why did my parents make me do their job?
Right.
Why did my parents put a responsibility on me? None of my friends had, nobody else had to deal with. Like I did my part, and this nigga over here fucking up versus them dealing with it and figuring that shit out for that one because they taught me how to do it. And this nigga just want to be defiant and he know how to milk mama and know how to just take an ass whooping and be like, fuck it. And they got lazy with their parenting and just give it to the other kid to handle. And it's like the other kid
that's not the thing that you do repetitively.
But it ends up being like that, especially in single parent households. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Where a motherfucker got to be at work and you got an older one that can kind of start watching the kids and they got to make sure they feed their little brothers and sisters. They got to make sure they the one, they make sure the house clean when mama or daddy come home. They got to make sure everything in order. So they like, damn.
Our responsibility.
And you know what I mean? And then when they get older, they be having resentment and have certain types of baggage. You know what I mean? Like you said, it goes into personality a lot. And taking the time to know each and individual child and don't think that one way is going to work. A lot of people get lazy will say, I know one way to parent and that's it. But you got 3 different kids and they got 3 different personalities and that shit work with one of them, but the other 2 ain't get it. So now you got to go grow as a parent. You got to take some lessons and understand like my toolbox ain't equipped to handle my own kids. And I need to try to figure out something because I don't want to hurt my kids. I don't want to abuse my kids, but this motherfucker wanted to smack his koofy off. You know what I'm saying? Because this motherfucker just ain't get it. The first one is an angel. The second one, I could beat this motherfucker to they purple and blue, and this motherfucker still do that shit. Look at me like, fuck it. Like, and it's like, okay, well, as a parent, you got to look in the mirror. Like, don't look at your children. Look in the mirror because as a child, the child don't know shit but the environment that they brought up in. And if your environment ain't healthy and your environment is a certain type of way, it takes some time to look in the mirror. Like, what am I doing to make this motherfucker think that that's acceptable? What have I done to make this motherfucker think that that's a way to get out?
But
what did I do?
And then sometimes,
especially when they little. Now, when they get older, you got outside influences. But when I'm talking about when they little, when you really supposed to be managing them hands on. Because you don't wait till they start getting out in the world to start trying to worry about that shit. You try to get them in line before they get out here so you understand that, yeah, they going to swerve because of that peer pressure. But you gave them a good enough foundation to know, like, hey, I can't take that shit back home. I can't just do that because, you know what I mean? It's like what you said. You really got to learn your children and work each one individually.
Shout out to the hip firm. I see y'all in the building. Princess Flyer said, I've been teaching children for over 20 years and I have never beat nobody key.
She caught a case because she popped him 3 times because he was spitting and she caught a case
Who called the police on you? The kid or they?
I don't know. You have that, yeah.
Right, that's
I don't know if she's
I read that.
I don't know who called the police on her or not. But she did say, here go another comment. She said before she did it, I think she said she set the, here it go right here. Let me read that.
Goddamn, she back. My bad, that sounds on my mind. I'm gonna get with you, I'll get that up. I'm 55 years old and I popped his butt 3 times and before before I did it, I sat him down and had a conversation with his mom and his mom. With him and his mom. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
but she caught a case still.
So his mama went and told, even though you had the conversation. Right. I would have popped her too. Shit.
I don't know. I just always had a thing where, like, it's all about respect, and I try to show a child respect, and at the same time teach them how to respect me. And when they cross certain lines, like, look, play like that. Like, I ain't your mama, I ain't your dad. Mm-hmm. I will fuck you up. I'll worry about them later because I ain't scared of either one of these motherfuckers, and I ain't worried about the law. Check my records. You can Google me, bitch. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I'm not here for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, because I mess with older kids. Like, you know what I mean? Like, right. I'm not worried about going to jail. Like, I know what bologna sandwiches and orange juice and that shit. I know about the brown bag and the concrete. I know about that shit. So that's not my deterrent for me doing something to somebody. Somebody else might hesitate. I know the routine. I ain't tripping. I know I get a bond. I ain't killed nobody. I know I got some, you know, I can make some phone calls and I put some, but I'm not going to allow certain things to happen. But in the meantime, I want to talk about it because I really don't want to go down. I really like my peace and quiet. I really like, you know, so let's agree that you don't want me to fuck you up and make your life uncomfortable. I don't want to fuck you up and make your life uncomfortable. Let's come to some sort of agreement. Your job is to maintain your environment. If you got a room, maintain your room. If you got a chore, maintain your chore. You know what I'm saying? And explain it to them and be real explicit. Like we wrote a chore. We wrote like the bathroom checklist. We put it. It's still on my wall right now. This nigga 18. It's still on the wall. Clean the mirror. Wash the floor. When you clean the tub out, clean the shower walls and shit. You know what I'm saying? Clean your sink out. And gave them a duration. You're supposed to do this shit every week or two. You gotta change your towels and all that. You give them specific directions because when a kid can say, well, I didn't know, whose fault is it they don't know if you're supposed to be the teacher? You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, like, so instead of letting them have these excuses, like, all right, I hear you. You ain't know. I'm about to write a list out for your ass and mount it on the wall. So you ain't got no excuse to tell me that one. You got that one off. Oh, you say you didn't know what clean was? Okay. Clean under the edge of the vanity. Don't just sweep the middle of the floor. Sweep behind the toilet. Pick up the paper, dump the trash can. Do this, do that. And so they don't have these excuses. Because we let our children have excuses way too many times. Like, nah, I'm going to explain this shit. I'm going to take some time to make sure, like you said, once you know they understand it, now we can escalate the degree of how I deal with you. Yeah. But initially, it's all about communication and giving them some level of understanding about what our expectations of you as a child. You need to keep your room a certain type of clean. I know you're going to get toys in the floor. You're going to do certain shit. I understand that shit. But this shit shouldn't be like that all the time. Mm-hmm. And you need to be able to look at your shit and see that it's out of place and do something before I say something. Mm-hmm. Why do I have to speak to you when you know what clean is? If I say clean your room, you know what to do. If I can watch you be dirty for a week and I don't say nothing, and then when I say something, you clean the way it's supposed to, motherfucker, you playing?
Some kids will carry that dirt when they get grown, so yeah. Like and had that shit in their motherfucking car when they move into their apartment. Yeah, who?
I was saying take your time, but I was just sending you that.
Okay.
Yeah.
My bad. I lost my focus. I'm back at it.
Sorry.
They would move into their own apartment, and even though you didn't taught them how to keep a clean house, they still refuse. Like, it is what they do. And they keep a dirty apartment. And then it travels off into their vehicles and everything. Their vehicles fucked up.
I told them, motherfucker, like, you
trifling. I don't even want to jump in your shit because it's nasty.
You trifling. I
told them, motherfucker,
kid, you trifling. I say, and if you like girls, ain't no girl want to come over your house. If you a trifling ass nigga, you ain't gonna have nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, if you got to think about it. Like, I try to teach grown lessons to a kid. Like, one day you're gonna be single and you're gonna want to bring a girl over to your house, and it's going you can't be riding around and pick somebody up or meet somebody new and bring her to the crib and your shit trash.
You guys doodle a bunch
you
of
gotta keep your environment a certain level of clean so it passed the pussy test. If you want some pussy, a bitch ain't gonna help fuck with you if you nasty, nigga. Mm-hmm. You thinking this shit slick because, you know, ain't nobody gonna be here to remind you. You know what I'm saying? Because Not cleaning the dishes like that equal roaches, because you don't have to have them. Your neighbor have them. They come visit. You know, you thinking it's so because we don't have roaches here because I control the entire house. When you move out, there's people on other sides of the wall. And if you trifling, they come visit. You know what I mean? So you will learn, but I'm trying to teach you now. And I'm gonna sit back and pop popcorn and watch you be trifling. But I'm gonna talk about you the whole way. Like you trifling, and when you get older, I was like, I might not come visit, my nigga. I might not.
I won't even stay long.
I won't even sit down. I'm not even sitting down.
I'm
gonna walk in and talk to you, get our little thing called talk shit to you while you wrong. Say a little shit like, damn, that's how you feeling. That's how you live. I'm like, okay.
You say it again.
Same one again.
I was just saying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So,
y'all can keep going.
Y'all got a
if y'all
question y'all want to ask us first?
Oh yeah. No, I want to stop at y'all. That's what this is for. So y'all won't stop. Just for y'all to see.
So basically,
I do got a question for the ladies,
make sure
though.
you talk to your kids and make sure that you they understand your conversation and your motives behind what you mean
and your expectations.
Yeah, because they will have their own expectations of you because they viewing you the same way you view them. Believe it or not, and if they see you not keeping your shit clean, they gonna feel it's okay to do the same goddamn thing.
Right.
They see you taking a break on being lazy on doing something, they gonna do the same thing.
Lead by example.
Yeah,
lead by
example for real. So further ado, we're gonna get to this woman question right quick.
So it was 2 questions because one of them is just funny.
2,
but the women want to know, why do men droop their pants? Why do men droop their pants? It's a lot of men that droop.
I don't like that.
I'm just saying they just want to know, like, what explanation would a man have to droop their pants? Because women be seeing doodle stains and everything.
Hey, sometimes when you sit in the car and you sitting in the car and you get out the car, your pants might be somewhat coming down a little bit if your belt ain't on tight enough. That's one thing that really does happen. You know,
but some men is walking around outside, with their pants down. You know that's a fad.
I seen some shit that I can't take back. I worked downtown at the spot, and we had a mirror window, and we sitting in the office, and these 3 little young niggas was walking down the street. They stopped in front of the mirror glass and actually started pulling their pants to a certain level and looking at their own ass while they walking down the street to see how it looked, because image. You know, a lot of the stuff they see on TV, they just emulate because they ain't got enough structure at home to be like, you know, because they think that shit is cute or fashionable. Like you said, it's like trying to keep up with them. Like, my dad used to always say, if you see a motherfucker jump off a bridge, you gonna jump, motherfucker? So what the fuck you doing following the dumb motherfucker? See, you don't do dumb shit, somebody else do that shit. Monkey see, monkey do looking ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know,
sometimes
and you can't fight or run with your pants down. So I never understood that, because we fought and run from the police.
The biggest misconception I think in the home with kids is a lot of times we think that everything that we implement in a child is going to override a child having their own personality. Like sometimes you could teach a kid as much as you teach them, but they still want to have their own personality. And unfortunately, it may be against what you're teaching them. Amen. When they step outside, they are different creatures. You walk up behind them and they don't know you right there, or you're going to hear a whole bunch of curse words. You're going to hear shit you ain't even think this little nigga can say. You hear me? You like, what the? You feel me? So like, we still have to be mindful that you don't have to beat yourself up when you know you did your job and you did the best that you can do when you see that kid take on their own personality. Some people think that that's a reflection of what they didn't do. You're not perfect. And nobody has been handed a blueprint, you know what I'm saying, on how to raise a child. You know, so you got to take into account that some things it's just that's just who their child is,
who they want to be, who
right.
they vision themselves.
Or it's that they being raised by the internet.
So I take it the drooping, y'all was done with that one, huh? That's why I said I had the other question.
Yeah, because the Drew, because I talked about it, because he used to like not wear his belt, going to Purcell, used to try to, because when you go to a uniform school, they try to find ways to be in uniform but still push the envelope. So we ain't gonna wear our belt tight. We ain't gonna do this, so we can, be kind of cool in this motherfucking our khakis and our button and our polo every day. We gotta try to switch it up and try to get inventive. It's like, well, all right, but if a nigga pull your pants down your ankles and beat your brakes off your ass in front of everybody, how you gonna feel? Got to belt them all. You know what I mean? Like, it's consequences and repercussions. Like, you gotta, these kids, they don't think about that. They just think about image. They don't think about, I can't function with my pants to my ass cheeks.
Okay, so since y'all asked us that question about the kids, or boys weren't drooping their pants. What about when these women, our young girls, walk around with the tight pants on, knowing, you know what I mean, the tights, all that shit right there. It's the same type of category that you're showing off your body print.
Or the shorts they wear now are like boy shorts, but they used to be something you saw a woman wear the bed, and now you see little 13 and 14-year-olds walking around. I'd be like, damn, like, who set their little daughter up for that shit to think that it's okay to be, even though she might not be developed, but she normalizing this shit. And then there's predators out here. Like, and now you wonder why you got old ass men targeting your child, and you want to blame the old ass men for being lustful and being physically attractive when they know men can be lustful and physically attractive. So you set your daughter up to be a victim in this world of sexualization. It's like damn, like I seen a little girl, she had eyelashes, belly ring, motherfucking little tattoos and shit. I'm like, tongue piercings in school. Right. And it's like, damn. So when you meet a nigga who she might be 13 or 14 and she meet a 19, 20-year-old nigga, you set her up for that. And then you mad at this nigga. Now you want to talk to her crazy. Like, it's like mom set him up for it. It's like you gotta understand, like there's
might be the daddy take care of him.
It's cause and effect.
The daddy ain't letting them get no tongue piercings. That's that mama
you
shit.
Never
That's
know.
that girl shit. Nah. You don't hear that too often. You hear that when they come from the women. Because you know what I mean? Little daddies ain't finna let the girl walk outside with the tights on and all that. Change that shit right now and go put something else on. Because we know there's preference. You know we know niggas. Y'all women let them do it. Like, they feel it's cute. It's cute. Knock it off.
Let them expressing themselves.
Yeah, knock it off.
It's okay.
One
It's
thing,
double standards.
one
that double
thing-
standards we
double
talked about
standard.
before. They worried
It's
about
cool
a nigga
for them.
having his ass out, but they don't care about a little girl having their titties and ass out too.
Facts.
As long as
Facts.
it match and it look a certain type of way,
Facts.
it look like Cardi B in the video or it look like
Facts.
another motherfucker. They don't care about that, but they worried about a nigga with his ass out. Like,
Yeah, worry about who you got to worry about, which is yourself. That's all. But what's the next question you wanted to ask us? So we get
Stage
up
two.
we out.
Stage two.
I could ask next week.
All right, we'll wait till next week. So, hey, that concludes this Men's Motivational Monday. You know what I mean? We got Damn Sam in the building. Shout out to Chris. We got Mike, the God, in the building. Shout out to Busy One. We got King David in the building. Shout out to Day to Day Podcast.
Shout out to all that hot shit.
On Sundays.
Shout out to
Tune into New Music Sundays on Day to Day Podcast with King David and All Dead Hosh on the ones and twos. Every Sunday from 3 to 4, exclusively on Busy One Radio Network. Download the Busy One Radio app, available on all platforms.
We finna get like the women on their show. We can't do nothing. We get our foot, head, neck, arm, feet. If we walk in that room and get to talking that mess.
But it's five, but they don't know. It's only three of us,
So
we know how to kind of sit back and take it. They don't know, They don't know how to take it. They can dish it, but they can't take it. They can easily throw them rocks, but like you say, they don't know nothing about a motherfucking throwing dodgeballs at them back.
I'm just saying, you know how the show go on Wednesdays. You know what I mean? You don't see or hear from us to the end.
But at the end of the day, love your child and teach them. Spend time with them. Learn them.
And don't expect them to do something you ain't willing to do yourself.
Facts.
You gotta, if you a real leader, leaders know that the only way you lead is by example. You don't lead by talking. And if you do too much talking and not enough leading, your kids gonna realize you a talker and not a walker, and they gonna go on about and be dealing with people who actually walking that walker what they saying.
Mm-hmm. Them facts right there, man. So mind your business. We gonna get with y'all, man. See y'all next week. See y'all Wednesday.
And quit letting them little boys slide with so much shit and doing all that talking.
Make them pull their pants up. Make them stop wearing them tight ass clothes.
And make them take out their garbage.
Make them shut up and listen.
Wash them dishes.
Make them shut up and listen.
Make that bed up.
Wash your own clothes. Quit asking your mama to do it. Go contribute in your household when you were a young one. You know what I mean? Buy things that you use up.
As a young boy, we should be showing them how to be young single men. Young single men, not young married men, young single men. Like, look, man, you need to understand there's rules of being a single man out here. I might not be single right now because I'm with your mom or I'm doing what I'm doing, but there's a way to get down as a single nigga, and this ain't it, nigga. You gonna be out this motherfucker. One of these niggas want to be mad at bitches because they don't want to fuck with you when they really get close enough to know that you ain't on your single nigga shit.
Right.
And give them responsibilities while they're young.
Yes.
I'm talking about young.
Yes.
Like 5.
Yes. Yes.
You feel me?
Yes.
Teach them responsibilities then.
Yes. Yes.
So it'll be a way of life.
You quit taking them chances, but we're gonna take one right now. Let's go.
Chances, I'm taking chances, I'm taking chances. Heard what they say, them chances turn to a champion. Chances, I'm taking chances, ballin' like Steve Francis, snatching off a medic. Chances, I'm taking chances, I'm taking chances. Heard what they say, them chances turn to a champion. Chances, I'm taking chances, chances. I'm picking up 200 by the hand. He bringing through all of them bad and blues. Hey, I'm amused, make it flood, right by your shoes. Better bring a broom. Use the blender, microwave, the dishwasher, blew a fuse. From the western to the Hamptons, boy, I'm striking out the room. 2 freak bitches in here getting loose, don't know which one to choose. You ain't trying to take no chances, fuck wrong with you, you cool? Work touchdown, I know magic, abracadabra, nigga. Now me and G at the door store debating on some cool. Chances, I'm taking chances, I'm taking chances. Heard what they say, them chances turn to a champion. Chances, I'm taking chances, ballin' like Steve Francis, snatching off a medic. Chances, I'm taking chances. Heard what they say, them chances turn to a champion. Chances, I'm taking chances, chances. I'm picking up 200 by the hand.
I bet up on myself cause I know it's me. Took a chance on the bank and I bet the leaf. Talking live, they ain't seeing my constituents. I be riding with the homicidal tendencies. And I get it cracking like chap lips and ass cheeks. With that heat, long reach, catch your ass across the street. 100 yards in the back of the sedan. Got me still taking chances, trying to get advanced, man.
I'm taking chances. Heard what they say, them chances turn to a champion. Chances, I'm taking chances, ballin' like Steve Francis, snatching off a medic. Chances, I'm taking chances. Heard what they say, them chances turn to a champion. Chances, I'm taking chances. I'm picking up 200 by the hand.
Fuck them other candidates and dead ones relevant. Got so much motion, they watching for embezzlement. Blood diamonds, pinky ring dancing, crip money falling out the sky, it's raining chances. Cut niggas off cause the scale was more reliable. If the shoe fit, then I guess it's applicable. Mind your business later before I turn you to a side hole. Gangsters moving silence and that's the way the dice roll.
Chances, I'm taking chances. Heard what they say, them chances turn to a champion. Chances, I'm taking chances, ballin' like Steve Francis, snatching off a medic. Chances, I'm taking chances. Heard what they say, them chances turn to a champion. Chances, I'm taking chances. Chances, I'm picking up 200 by the hand.
Let's get that cash and hit that dance, bro. She colder than Alaska. I just met her in Nevada. Piss them off and fuck they bladder. Get this money as we go on to the top. Let's climb the ladder. Everybody wanna ain't talk cash, we fuck the chitter chat. We just get that click and clack and get that money, made it happen. I'm snapping like some cameras, yeah, I'm just acting real flashy. We just made it fucking happen. You just talking to the captain. We just living like so lavish, that's why we really gotta have it.